Welcome to the Homeless Management Information System new user presentation. A Homeless Management Information System, or HMIS, is a local information technology system used to collect client-level data and data on the provision of housing and services to homeless individuals and families at risk of homelessness. The Coalition of Homeless Services Providers, also known as CHSP, or the Homeless Coalition, is your lead HMIS agency. CHSP is the first level of support for your users outside of your agency. Community Technology Alliance, also known as CTA, is the Monterey and San Benito County Continuum of Care HMIS system admins. They are responsible for the setup, operations, and ongoing maintenance of the HMIS system, among many other things. We use HMIS to coordinate housing services for families and individuals experiencing homelessness or facing housing crisis in our community. Understand the extent and nature of homelessness in our community. Evaluate performance and progress towards community benchmarks. Improve programs and services available to Monterey and San Benito County residents experiencing homelessness or in a housing crisis. Reduce inefficiencies and duplication of services. Ensure that services are targeted to those in most need. Ensure that clients receive the amount and types of services that best fits their needs and preferences. Pursue additional resources for ending homelessness. And advocate for policies and legislation that will support efforts to end homelessness in our counties. As a user, you are the most valuable player in the Monterey and San Benito County HMIS program. Your role in HMIS is to get informed consent to enter client data into HMIS. Make all attempts to gather complete and accurate data. Enter data into HMIS in a timely and organized fashion. Attend trainings to stay informed on data and system changes. Report any issues with HMIS system to CHSP immediately. And safeguard client data by complying with privacy policies. Client data is our most valuable and sensitive asset. Therefore, we must protect our clients' information at all costs. We do this by locking your computer while you are away, keeping your HMIS login information private, locking paper files in a secure area, not sharing information found in HMIS with unauthorized staff, volunteers, friends, and family, and also by obeying clients' consent level. As a COC, we will make every attempt to assure clients are well informed of if their information will be shared, with whom their information will be shared, and how long their information will be shared. Please note that a client's refusal to participate in sharing their information does not disqualify the client for services. This level of consent permits visibility of clients' activity during which the ROI is active. After the ROI expires, the client's information will still be visible. No data should be entered until a new ROI is retrieved. Number 2, consent to entry of basic and relevant information into HMIS during the time frame in which the ROI is active, but not shared between partner agencies. If the client already exists in HMIS, only the specific program entry will be locked down to all users outside of the receiving agency. If the client did not already exist in HMIS, The entire client profile will be locked down to all users outside of the receiving agency. Number 3, completely refuse to sign the ROI. In this case, the agencies may ask the client to provide their own alias and enter the client's information into HMIS, with the exception of identifiable information. The agency should keep record of the client's alias in the client's folder. Many clients have street names and may choose to use that name. The agency may also create their own unique name or alias and enter the client's information into HMIS, with the exception of their identifying information. The agency should keep record of the client's alias in the client's folder. And finally, the agency may opt out on entering the client's information into HMIS completely, while remembering to manually include the client in all reporting. Remember, clients have a right to refuse to share their identifying information without fear of disqualification of services. Change the level of consent at any time. Request a list of who has seen their information. Request a list of HMIS participating partner agencies. And now we'll move on to data quality. Data tells the story of what is happening in our communities, so the importance of data quality should be a priority to all HMIS users. HUD says homeless projects are expected to have a 95% standard of completeness rate, and outreach programs is expected an 85% standard of completeness rate. You may request your data quality report card from your ART license holder. Here are some tips for data quality management. Collect ROIs. Failure to collect ROIs prior to data entry or after expiration cause an array of issues that can be avoided. Collect all required data elements at initial intake. Programs should work toward ensuring that all required data elements for each client served is collected and entered correctly into HMIS. Data collected should be as complete as possible. A great deal of data quality issues would be resolved if users collected all required data elements at first attempt. Enter clients using the appropriate assessment type for your funding source. If your program is not directly tied to one of the funding source assessment types, use HUD's assessment by default. Enter clients into HMIS in a timely fashion. Entering clients into HMIS within the first couple of days of intake makes it easier to collect missing information, as the client is very interactive and responsive during that period of time. And finally, exit inactive clients. Clients who have not been active in your program for 6 months should be exited from program at the date the client last received services. This practice eliminates the client from future data standard changes and ROI renewals. /Monterey-Benito-HMIS/Mosby-help. Users must complete all fields of the case form to ensure timely response and include examples of clients who are affected by this issue. Furthermore, cases must be opened within the mentioned case ticketing system. Complete contact information assures cases be resolved in a timely fashion. CHSP and CTA will not accept phone calls or emails regarding issues that are not logged in the case ticketing system. Cases that have been waiting for user response will be closed after 7 business days of non-communication. CHSP and CTA will make no more than 2 attempts via email and/or telephone to contact users regarding cases before assuming the user no longer needs assistance and closes the case. For more information, you may visit the CHSP website at www.chspmontereycounty.org/HMIS or the CTA website at www.ctagroup.org, or finally, the Department of Housing and Urban Development's website at www.hudexchange.info. Thank you.